Do you keep hearing people say that you shouldn't be investing in multifamily? Today, I want to tackle the 4 reasons that I hear over and over again about why you shouldn't be investing in multifamily and find out if they're true. The first one you always hear is it's too expensive. In multifamily, even smaller 4 to 8 unit buildings can cost millions of dollars. While banks are happy to help investors finance the purchase, you'll still have to come up with a roughly 20% down payment. Because of this, investing in multifamily real estate is cost prohibitive for many. Believe it or not, the bigger the deal, the easier it is to finance the deal. And I know that sounds counterintuitive, but the reality is when I'm buying an asset that is 400 units and costs $100 million. The bank is not underwriting Veena Jetti. They're not looking to see what Veena Jetti made last month or what my credit score is. They don't care about that as much as they care about the business operation of the asset. So that $100 million asset, they're looking to see how much did that asset earn? What is the income potential there? What is the business of that multifamily asset? So counterintuitively, the larger the asset, the easier it is to finance. And when you have those larger, nicer deals, you can also raise capital from investors who can give you the money that you need for the down payment. And one side note, 20% down payments are not really the case in today's market anymore. There are times where 20% is enough, but now we're leveraging a little bit lower than that. So you definitely need to know how to raise investor equity or bring that cash to the table. But there are many ways to solve that problem as long as you have the right skill set and tools to do so. The second myth that I always hear is there's too much competition in multifamily. Unlike bargain deals in the single family space, multifamily units will rarely sell below market rate. Fund managers and experienced investors who monitor the market will quickly hop on the best opportunities, and some even offer in cash, making it tough for newcomers to break into the market. While that might be the case, and there is a lot of competition for multifamily assets, think about why. They generate the best returns for the least amount of relative risk compared to other assets in the real estate sector. So it's a highly desired asset class, and that's really where you want to be. And if you're new to the market, you don't have to do everything yourself. You can find experienced investors so you can partner with them and you can collaborate instead of compete. It's big in this space within the real estate sector. Multifamily is one of the best asset classes to collaborate with partners on and team up with other people who have complementary skill sets to yours so that you can acquire larger and larger deals and get to scale quicker. The third thing I'll hear all the time is multifamily is just too much for me to manage. Even if you can beat out the competition to secure a multifamily property, your work is far from over. Managing multiple units is a huge responsibility that will require a lot of time, attention, and maintenance. While that might be true, that it does require a lot of time, attention, and maintenance, this is another one that counterintuitively, the larger the asset, the easier it is to manage, and I'll tell you why. If you have, let's say, 10 units to manage, you have to be managing those yourself, and it takes a lot of time and energy, and you don't have efficiency at scale. But once you get to above about 70 to 100 units, and let's say you have a 200 unit property, I now can hire somebody who is leasing staff just for that property alone, and I can hire a maintenance person. The general rule of thumb is going to be 1 leasing staff and 1 maintenance person for every 100 units you have. So once you get to a larger scale, you can leverage the ability to utilize on-site dedicated property management that you don't get at a smaller scale. So you don't have to manage all of this alone. You can have a team. It goes back to who is on your team and who can help you be successful and execute your business plan. The fourth one I hear all the time is the market is not good. In recent years, the huge demand for housing has caused unit prices to rapidly increase. With skyrocketing interest rates, cap rates have shrunk, and investing in multifamily has become much less stable. That's not true. Multifamily has historically been the most stable asset class that you can be invested in, including in times where cap rates have compressed and interest rates have increased. And it's because they generate strong returns for the least amount of relative risk. And I know I keep saying that, but it's the truth. Mathematically, it is true over a large number of assets. You will see this to continuously be the case. And so anytime we're in real estate, we have to think, the market is cyclical. We know that. That has never changed forever and ever and ever, and it won't change. It's going to go up and it's going to come back down. And we as investors have to be responsible and astute and knowing that this is going to happen, and we have to shift our strategy. So when people ask me, Veena, are you buying at this point in the market cycle? My answer is always yes, because I can't afford to not operate half of the time my business is functional. I would never make any money that way. But what happens is we shift our strategy of how we're buying assets and how we're looking at deals. So before, let's say 2 years ago, we might have leveraged a deal to 75% on any one asset. Today, we might be leveraging that same deal to 60% or 55% even, because we want more stability. So we are adjusting to where we are in the market cycle and what the market is doing, including where interest rates are going. So there's always a good time to invest in multifamily. And the time is right now. It's always right now, and it's always the best time to invest in multifamily. I know that you will hear a lot of reasons about why you shouldn't invest in multifamily, but the reality is you should. Click the link below to find out more. Multifamily for me has been something that has really allowed me to scale my portfolio. We have now transacted on over $800 million worth of deals by using the right tools and having the right team in place. You can do the same for your portfolio. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and make sure you check out this next video. Is somebody telling you not to invest in multifamily? And then it's got to come like close to me.
Yes. Did! Woo!
Woo!